Hey there, the Nest. This is Joy Johnson coming to you from Jersey again. I'm here to talk about a subject that is near and dear to my heart. I know I say that about all subjects when I'm regarding real estate, but this one is a biggie. The subject alone can catapult your life as well as real estate, but even to get to real estate, most of the times you need good credit, and that's what we're here to talk about. But first, let me start. I am one of those people who actually had really, really, really bad credit. I went to college, and the Air Force Academy gave me an amazing $36,000 loan, and I bought everything I've ever wanted in life, and did not do right by my money. And I had credit cards and didn't know what to do with those except spend it. And I traveled every spring break and holidays and ended up with terrible credit. So about time I was, maybe mature enough, by the time I got out of college, I had already spent all the money that the academy gave me. And then also my credit was like below a 600 or more. So wanted to buy a house in Colorado but couldn't. All right, learned my lesson there. So I had to figure out how to get my credit score up. So today I'm going to talk to you about, quickly three ways you can get your credit score up. And I'm going to go from less severe to more severe. Okay. So in a less severe situation, you don't have that much debt, but you're coming up on maybe want to get a mortgage or a car or something like that. And you know that they'll be looking at your credit. Quickly, you can just pay off all your debt. Say, for instance, you only have like $5,000 on there and you have $5,000 in your savings account. Just think about it. Having a higher credit score at the time of when you're purchasing something means so much more than that $5,000 just sitting in your account at that moment, at least in my opinion. So maybe others might have a different, I guess we'll say something different about that, but that's to me. Because you'll get a higher interest rate for a lower credit score. So for me, I want to try to get my credit score at the highest so I get a lower interest rate so I save money on a long term. So like I said, first way is to pay off your credit card debt and don't put anything on there for at least a month or more. You will see at least a 60 point jump, or even close to 100. I've seen them to 100 each time I've done it. But it really depends on all the other variables that you had in your past. But for me, coming from a 5 something, I don't even remember what it was, but I know I couldn't even get a mortgage with it, and a mortgage is the minimum is 620. Got it. But that's one of the ways you can do it. Next severe is maybe you don't have that much debt on there, but you have like no debt. No credit rather. So you don't have debt, nor do you have good credit or anything. So you get your first credit card and you want to build up your credit. Quickest way to do that is to simply continue to buy like little items such as gas or maybe food, and then pay it off real quick. So put like $15 or $30 or $50, whatever you can afford to pay off in that exact same month. Much like how you do with like American Express cards. You don't put anything on there that you can't pay off that month. So that's the next way to do to get your credit up. The last way is the way I had to go through. I did the other things, but that was after I had to fix my credit. So if you're like really in danger, like I was, with anything below 600 or so, the best way is you have to build yourself out of that debt. You got to keep paying it first off. So that's one of the things I did with my loan. I paid the debt piece of it, but my credit was shot. So my focus is the credit at this point. And what I had to do was get a secure credit card. So banks will not, if you have really terrible credit, banks will not give you a credit card no matter how you keep applying, because you have a really poor history of paying it off. So you have to get a secure credit card. Secure credit card is basically you are putting your own money into a CD, and that CD will mature over like probably 1-2 years depending on what you agree upon. And so that CD will mature, and but you're using your credit card, you're using your own money like it's a credit card. So they create a credit card through that CD with that money that's in the CD. Hope that makes sense. So if I put $1,000 into a CD, the bank makes a credit card, allows me to use that money within that CD, and I have to keep paying myself back. But the beauty is that I'm building more money and getting interest on that money that's in that CD when it matures. And still to this day, I still have it, even though that was almost 7 years ago when I opened that. I still to this day have it, and it's worked for me. And I put $1,000 in one account for that CD, and gave me a secure credit card. And the more and more I kept paying that off, paying for little things and then paying it off, I built my credit in no time. That was probably in, when was that? When I graduated, it was June time frame when I wanted to look for a house and couldn't. And then by the time I was about to PCS, I think it was February time frame, I was at the minimum of 620 to get my house that I had bought in Alaska. And I was pre-approved and for about $250K. So just letting you know, the system works. When you work it, you just gotta stay consistent with it. So that's all I have for you today. So once again, 3 quick ways you can pay off your credit is to pay it off completely and let it sit, or pay buy little things at a time. So like gas, keep paying it off really quickly. Or if your credit is really in a severe state, then get a secure credit card. Thank you so much. If you like what you're hearing from us, just subscribe right below, and we look forward to the next video.